started, there's a Spotify playlist linked in the description of this video that you can play right alongside it. I'll give you a second to get that situated, and then when you're ready, meet me on your mat. We'll start in a comfortable standing position, whatever that's gonna be for you. I'm gonna go about feet hips distance apart. We'll press down into the heels, press down into the big toes, and then spread some weight into the outside edges of the feet. Start with one big roll of the shoulders as you open up through the chest. Let your shoulder blades just kind of slide down and back. From here, we take 4 deep breaths. It's an inhale as you breathe in through the nose, fill the body up with air. Think about expanding through the rib cage from side to side and front to back. And then we can exhale out, let all of that air go. Good, we'll go for 3, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. Good, we'll go for 2, big inhale. And then exhale out, let it go. This will be our last one, big inhale. And then exhale out, let everything go. Good. With that last exhale, let's take a big bend at the knees. On an inhale, we'll reach the arms so they come up overhead. Exhale as you hinge forward at the hips, reaching your hands down for the mat. From right here, hands are gonna stay down. Let's bend into the left knee, straightening out through the right, putting some pressure into that left hip. Exhale as you come through center, swap it over to the right side, bending the right knee, straightening out the left leg. One more each side, over to the left. And then over to the right, you're gonna bend into that right knee, hold it right there. Take the left arm, you reach it up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, left hand comes down, same thing to the other side. Left knee bends, left hand stays down, right arm reaches up. Good, we'll bring it back down. Let's do that one more time, bending into the right, lifting up through the left. Good, taking it down through center, bending the left, opening up through the right. Good, from here, both of your hands can come down. We'll straighten out through the legs, keeping the hands on the mat. Exhale as you, no, let's go. Inhale as you bend at the knees, find a nice deep squat. Exhale, press down into the heels, press the legs back up to straight, finding a forward fold. Words. Inhale as we bend at the knees, come down to a deep squat. Exhale as you press the hips up, find 2 straight legs. Let's do that one more time. We inhale, bend, and then exhale, press. Good. From here, slowly, we're going to roll ourselves all the way up to stand, restacking shoulders on top of hips, lifting the crown of the head up. Once you come up to stand, we'll walk the feet out a little bit wider than where they're at right now. All 10 toes can stay pointed forward. We inhale as you shift the hips over towards the left. Exhale, you're going to come up through center. Inhale, we shift the hips over towards the right. We'll just do that 2 more times each side, taking things nice and slow. Good, to the right. One more to the left. And then one more to the right. Good, when you're ready, you're coming up through center. We're gonna spin the toes over towards the left, bending into both knees as you take the right knee down towards the mat. Hands will come down as well. Take an exhale as you lift up through the back leg. You're going to press the legs to straight, pressing up through the hips as well, rocking back onto the left heel. Inhale as you pull things forward and drop that back knee down. We'll go for 2. And then last one. Good. From here, everything's going to come up. So you can just press up off of that back leg, turn the feet forward, and then take that same thing over towards the right. Right foot forward, left foot back. We're bending down into the back knee, taking it all the way to the mat. Hands come down. Big exhale as you press the hips up, press the legs to straight, rock back onto the front heel. Inhale, we pull it down. We'll go for 2. And then last one. Good. Everything comes down. Hands can find their way to your hips. You're going to stand all the way up and then bring the feet, turn them forward. From right here, we're going to go ahead and get started in this first movement. Feet are going to stay wider than the hips. All 10 toes point forward. We're going to be practicing some alternating lateral lunges. Hands can come to your hips. You'll take an inhale. Let's send the hips over towards the left. Exhale as you press up through center. And then inhale, we send the hips over towards the right. Exhale as you come up through center. We'll continue to move like this. Today we're playing around with tempo, okay? So we're gonna find a movement. We'll take it nice and slow for a little while, and then we're gonna have a 30-second quick push, okay? And I'm gonna stick with you this whole time. As always with standing classes, the pace is up to you. So if you heard me say we're playing around with tempo and you were like, nope, not today, that's totally fine. You can continue to take things slow. Just know it's going to be more of like an endurance class, okay? Good. If you'd like to add on with the arms as you send the hips down and back, hands can come together. As you stand things up, hands can come out by your hips, lower and lift, lower and lift. Good. Okay, how are we feeling? We're in the final week of the challenge. How are things going? What is it, Tuesday today? If you're doing this on the day that it's released, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Good. Feeling good. I'm feeling real good. I'm excited about this challenge. I know you guys are excited about the challenge. It's always so fun to see you guys all interacting in the comments and loving the videos. That makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. While we're here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Please subscribe. I would love to have you here all of the time. Okay. Now we're feeling a little bit warm. The 30-second push is coming up here. I've got a timer over here, but you don't have to worry about the time, okay? We're gonna be doing a 30-second push, think moving quick through the legs, and we're gonna add on with the arms. So we'll start right now, reaching the left hand or right hand down towards the left foot, coming up through center, and then we go left hand down towards the right foot, okay? We're gonna speed that up for 30 seconds in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come through center, we go, 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 go. You're not gonna come all the way up through center, you're just shifting the hips, reaching the opposite hand towards the opposite foot, and we're going to stay hinged forward at the hips, relatively flat back. We're about halfway there through this push. Stick with me. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, you'll stand everything up through center. We're gonna shift our weight over into the left leg. Sitting down and back into the left hip, knee, ankle, all in line. Take your right foot. I know we've done this before in our standing classes, but just stick with me. Trust me, right foot steps out, right foot pulls in. It's an inhale, we go out. Exhale, we pull in. Good. This is the same kind of movement that we do down on the mat when we're laying all the way down on our side. The difference here is instead of feeling the burnout through our moving leg, we feel the burnout through our stabilizing leg, okay? But it's the same idea, same principles. We're keeping shoulders stacked on top of hip, hip stacked on top of knee. Good, and then not letting the movement through our right side shift us over towards the right. Okay, take it nice and slow. Let your heart rate come down just a little bit. Okay, how was that? A fun little cardio push, right? The standing class is like, it is endurance, it's cardio. Okay, those are the big focuses of today. Typically for my classes and Pilates in general, we move slow, we move controlled, and that's all well and great, but it's good to practice other tempos as well. Good. If you need to come up a little bit higher out of the left leg, go ahead and lift the hips about an inch or so. Okay. Now the 30-second push that we have coming up here shortly, we're going to move through the right leg, take the hands towards the armpits. We'll stay pretty low in that left side. I'm going to demonstrate it with you as we move. Okay, so keep hanging with me. We'll stay low in that left leg. You're just going to lift the right knee up. We've got about 15 seconds until we take off. You're doing good. Good. Okay, hands are going to come to the armpits. Elbows are reaching out. We press into that left foot. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Right foot steps out. We're going to go quick. We pull the right knee in, 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 in. Good. Try your best not to move through the left leg. And we can even do a little twist, pulling the left elbow towards the right knee. Okay, we're halfway there. If the twist is not for you, fine. Just pull the right knee in through center, 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 center for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. You're gonna press up through center. Take a second, take a breather. We'll shift it right over to the other side. Hips send down and back into that right side, hip, knee, ankle, all in line. Again, hands can come to your hips. We'll get lighter through the left toes. Exhale as you pull the left foot towards you. Inhale as you reach the left foot out. We'll bring it in. We step it out. Good. In and out. In and out. Good. And quite literally, just like with every class, if you need a second to just hang out and chill, take a second, hang out, chill, grab a drink of water whenever you need to. I'm really mean and I don't give you a lot of breaks, mostly because I give you that, creative freedom to take breaks on your own and take breaks when you feel like you need them, and I don't want to dictate that for you. This is gonna be a sweaty one. I knew it going in, and I feel it right now. I'm worried for the comments. I am worried for future me. Out and in, you got it. Now we have a better idea of what this little 30-second push is gonna look like on this side. Right, so we're balancing in the right leg, we're burning out that right hip, and we're moving through the left. You think about pulling that left knee up through center, okay? If I didn't do a good job of explaining it on the first go round. But we move quickly, still with control, all right? Out and in, out and in. About 15 seconds, and then we take it into our push, our tempo push, that's what I'll call it. The studio I used to work at would call it a cardio push, but it's a tempo push. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the armpits, elbows out wide. We take that left foot, drive in, 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 in. If you want to add a little twist, you can. Reaching right elbow towards the left knee, but coming right up through center quickly is going to give us just enough of a challenge, okay? Hips are staying as level as they can, and if you need to slow down or come out of it for a second, please do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes up. Take a second, take a breath, okay? How do you feel? Okay, feet go about hips distance apart. We're going to take an inhale as we send the hips down and back into a squat. Exhale, you're standing everything up, driving the knee up through center. Doesn't matter which one. We go down through center, left knee lifts. Down through center, right knee lifts. Down through center, left knee lifts. Good. Now I have some bad news about this one. We're going to be moving through this 3 times in a row, okay? So if you want to come out of it, or if just squats are not your thing, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. It's going to end up being almost like 6 minutes of this movement. So it's going to be repetitive, but repetitive is a good thing because it gives you an opportunity to continue to practice. Good. As you lift the knee, can you point your toe? Can you be intentional about that movement using the lower abs to get the knee up in line with the hip? Good. Use those deep breathing techniques. Inhale through the nose as you lower. Exhale through the mouth as you stand. Good. Okay, now this first 30-second push, we're going to stand into our right leg, reach the arms up, pull the left knee towards the elbows, think standing crunch. We've done this one before on my channel for sure. I like to do it a lot because it's fun. It's a different way to do that crunching kind of movement. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot stands, arms reach up, big exhale, we pull in, 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 in. Good. Same kind of movement as what we just did, sitting down into the leg, but now we're standing up a little bit higher, and we're also being intentional about how we're moving the arms. For 4, 3, 2, and 1, everything comes down. You go right back into our squat. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you stand and lift. Lower, stand and lift. Lower, lift. Good. Good. If you need a drink of water, now's a really good time to do that while we continue to move through these squats. Don't hesitate to grab a drink. Good. I've got my coffee over there too. I'm sure by the end of this class, it's going to be freezing cold. Do any of you have like mug warmers that you use in the fall and winter? I've never had one because in Phoenix, it's not an issue. And this is my first like fall and winter season, not really in Phoenix, although I guess last year I was in Denver, but I didn't have a mug warmer in Denver. Didn't feel like I needed it. Okay, how do we feel? Good? Remember, it's all about muscular endurance. So if you need a second, you're just gonna take it. If you need to move a little bit slower, you're gonna move a little bit slower, and that's totally fine. Whoa. And I know there's probably no way that we're on the same song, but I want to sing along, but I know this playlist is a little bit longer than the other ones, so I won't sing along. I don't want to throw you off. Okay, this next 30-second push, we're standing in the left leg, moving the right leg, moving the arms. All right, stick with me. Here's the squeaky part of my floor. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand in the left leg, reach the arms up, exhale, pull in, inhale, reach out. Good. And be that annoying with your breath. Be that intentional about your breath. Good. I'm getting sweaty. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. One more round of our squat to knee drive. When you're ready, we squat and stand. Squat and stand. Good. I'll be honest, I definitely underestimated this workout. In my mind, when I wrote this down, when I planned it, I was like, it'll be fun. We're playing around with tempo, like it's gonna be great, especially after, let's see, what was yesterday? Arms and abs yesterday. All right, it's a good little change up. Good. Just the muscular endurance that makes it tricky. If your hips are starting to feel a little bit tight, just give them a second. Meet me back when you're ready. They might be tight just from stabilizing your pelvis, but also you may feel a little bit of hip flexor because as we pull the knee up, you're flexing at your hip, right? So if you're feeling only hip flexor as you lift your leg, I need you to take it a little bit lower. Focus on moving the leg from the lower abs. And that's where your deep breathing comes in, right? Inhale as you lower, exhale as you stand and lift. Good. Okay, now next 30-second round on this one, we're coming down to squat. We take tiny pulses for 30 seconds. So less of a cardio push, more of an endurance muscle burn. More of a burnout push, let's call it that. All right, stick with me, you're doing good. We're coming down to squat in just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet hips distance, send the hips down and back, tuck the tailbone under, press into your heels. Little lift up, little lower down. Little lift, little lower. Good. Can you go slower than that? Can you go smaller than that? Good, we're more than halfway there. Easy breezy, right? You're doing good. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything stands up. Take a second, take a breather, okay? Next exercise, I'm gonna flip this way. We go left foot forward, right foot's gonna step back. You'll find a lunge, and then stand everything up, drive the knee. We go back, stand up. Go back and up. If driving the knee is not for you, you're just gonna step that right foot forward, take it from right there, reset through center each time. This works great. The knee drive is gonna give you that additional element of balance. It also forces you to slow down the movement a little bit more, so it's going to take you ultimately longer to get through 1 rep. It's a sneaky way to make time feel like it's moving faster when it's really not. Good. And then your hands can do whatever you want. If you want to take your hands to your hips, if you want to play around with the hands. I sometimes like pulling the hands in towards the chest as I lower, and then bringing the hands down by the hips as I stand up and drive the knee. That's what I like. Whew. I have a really hard time balancing on this side, so I'm just going to give myself a second. Okay, for this bonus round, we still have a little bit of time, or not bonus round, sorry. For this 30-second, what am I calling it? A tempo push. We're going to stay low into the left leg, reach the arms up. Similar thing to what we just did, pulling in, reaching out. Okay, it's just gonna feel different. We'll get more of a burn into the standing leg. Good. We bend into the left knee, reach the right leg back, reach the arms up in just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You sit back into that left leg, reach the leg back, reach the arms up, big exhale, pull in, inhale, reach out. Good. Standing still, standing stable into that left leg. It's most similar to one of those first tempo rounds that we did. You got it. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything stands up. We're going to swap over to the other side because now your left butt cheek is probably screaming at you. Right foot goes forward. When you're ready, we inhale, step the left foot back. Exhale, stand into the right leg, drive the knee. Inhale, we go down. Exhale, we stand up. Good. Inhale down. Exhale, stand. Remember, the knee drive is going to be optional there. If you want to just take your left foot in and reset from there through center, please do that. Please do that. Can you guys tell I'm having a day? Usually I try my best not to stop when I'm filming classes for you guys, but oh my gosh, I'm having a tough time. Also, I filmed pretty much all of the challenge classes in a very short amount of time. So I'm just I'm trying to push through, but I'm also trying to show myself a little bit of grace and be nice to myself. Right? The big thing is that we made it through filming these challenge classes. So that is a win in itself. The second win is that I just made it to my mat, that I got these done. I didn't put it off. Because that is sometimes the tricky part about filming a whole bunch of classes in one go, or not in one go, but in a shorter period of time, is I have a tendency to just put stuff off. Okay, we're still moving. We have about 25 seconds until we hit that second tempo round. Good, if you need a second, you're just gonna take it, and that's okay. That is okay. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg reaches back, arms reach up, big exhale, pull that left knee in, pull the elbows down, reach out. Good, and it's that deep breath every single time. Exhale to pull everything in towards the center of your body. Inhale as you reach everything out. You're halfway there. Good. You just have 5, 4, 3, 2, And when everything stands up, take a second, take a breather. Final thing right here, we walk the feet out nice and wide, toes turn out, heels turn in. Okay, from here, what we're going to do is sink low into our squat, and you're gonna take a little shift over towards the right, come through center, a little shift over towards the left, and then come through center. We go right, center, left, center. Now this one is especially mean because I'm basically making you hold in a squat this whole time, right? We're keeping the hips level as we shift over to one side, pulling through center, shifting over to the opposite side. Good. But what did I say this class is all about? Endurance. Endurance. It's about getting the cardio push without the high impact and without the high, well, it is high intensity, but without the high impact, no jumping, right? I'm just gonna sing along in my head. Right now in my ear, it's Foster the People, I Would Do Anything for You. One of my faves. And maybe by some internet magic, we're on the same song. I must say that I love you so. Okay, 30 seconds until this final tempo push. We're coming through center. It's little tiny pulses, and then we get to take some stretches, okay? You've made it into that home stretch. We're right there. We're all feeling warm. We're feeling sweaty. We're feeling good, right? Hopefully. I don't want to put words in your mouth. I'm feeling good. I'm trying to emit that energy to you. Good. Let's find that squat through center in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it through center, sink the hips nice and low, press down into your heels, little lift, little lower, little lift, little lower. Good, little lift, little lower. You're doing great, little lift, and lower. We're right there, just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're standing all the way up out of that squat. Turn all 10 toes forward and then walk your feet in towards each other. From right here, we just start to march out through the leg. Good. Okay, keep breathing. Slow, consistent breath. Most important thing you can do for yourself right now is continue to breathe. All right. When you are ready, we'll open the feet up nice and wide. You can turn your toes out and your heels in. We'll reach the arms out to T. Take an inhale as you shift over towards the right. Drop the right arm down, reach the left arm up. Good, pause it right here. You're going to exhale, rotate the shoulders down, reaching the left arm out towards the top right corner of your mat. We'll hinge at the hips, come all the way down to the right foot. Walk yourself through center and then come over to the left side. Left hand finds your hip, right arm is gonna reach out, nice flat back. When you're ready, you open up through the side, reaching the right arm up, and then we'll take it up through center. We're gonna go back down on the left side. Left hand to the hip, right arm goes up and over. We'll rotate down through the shoulders, reaching the right arm out, flat back. Hinge at the hips, come down to the left foot. Walk yourself through center and then all the way to the right, and then take your right hand to the hip, left arm out, nice flat back. Open up through the side body, reaching the left arm up and over. And then when you're ready, everything comes up through center. From here, big bend at the knees, you're going to circle the arms up and around overhead. Exhale as you hinge at the hips, pressing the hips back, finding 2 straight legs. Hands can come down to your mat. Good. From here, you can walk the feet in just a little bit. We'll inhale as we bend at the knees, find a deep squat. Exhale, press down into the heels, press the hips up, 2 straight legs. For 2, bend and press. And then last one, we bend and press. Beautiful. From right there, slowly, you're gonna roll yourself all the way up to stand, rebuilding the spine piece by piece, bone by bone. Coming all the way up so the shoulders go on top of the hips. The crown of your head lifts up. And then once you come all the way up to stand, good news is you get to stay there. If you feel like you need any other additional stretches, go ahead and take them now, and you're all finished with me for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. If you did, as always, please let me know down in the comments. Make sure you mark off this class on your challenge tracker if you've got it on your bingo card. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you back here in our next video.
I felt your heavy breath through darkness.